Hi YouTube fam, this is Kaylin and I want to share something with you guys. I wanted to share my battle with postpartum depression because I know there's women out there who go through this after they have their little bundles of joy, and a lot of women are scared to come forward and talk about it, but I want to be one of those people that help someone else with their postpartum depression, maybe not physically or seeing them and helping them, but for them, that they're to for them to know that there's another, there's a light at the end of that tunnel. For me, going through postpartum depression is one of the, maybe I guess, one of the hardest things I've ever went through in life, because it was something that it took me to get through. Like, it's all boiled down with me, and it was the hardest thing. When I first found out that I had postpartum depression, my baby was 2 months old, and I remember sitting outside of Moe's with my boyfriend, and the baby was in the back seat. We were getting our food, and I can remember just hysterically crying, just letting it, saying that I'm so stressed. I feel like this dark cloud is over my head. And long behold, I noticed, I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'm going through postpartum depression, but I did not want to believe it. I did not want to believe it for about 3 weeks. I talked down with my aunt, and I kept telling her, I was like, I just feel so stressed. I feel like there's not enough time, and I feel like this dark cloud, like I'm being consumed by this dark energy. And she told me, good thing she's a nurse and she deals with this. She said, I have postpartum depression, and she said that I can't combat it on my own. I need to get help. And I told her, I was like, well, if I, just go out, I thought maybe if I just go out, do more things, get out in the sun, I will be okay. And she said, no, it takes more than that. It's a mental thing. And I was like, well, if I just think about good things, because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to think about me having this because I had a new baby. You don't want to think about you having postpartum depression when you have a new baby, because you hear all these different things in the news about these women doing all these crazy things to these children, and they're blaming it on postpartum depression. And I was scared because I love my child. I want nothing to happen to her. I would lay down my life for my baby. I was just so scared because I felt like I didn't, didn't put in my head, because I never had it before. Am I going to hurt my child? Or, I was scared, With that, I didn't want to, I love my child and I did everything, nurturing her. I had to have help because it got to the point where I was having some resentment behind my child, even though I loved her dearly, or to the point where I didn't even want to hold her, because I was battling that. And the number of reasons that played into my postpartum depression is because of my life before I had a child. Even though me and my boyfriend agreed to have this baby, our lives before that, we didn't expect it to change much because we were having a baby. We were like, okay, we're having a baby, it shouldn't change as much. It did. We didn't expect it. Life now is about her, and it's always going to be about her. Before we had her, we were always out doing us. We didn't have a third wheel. We didn't, expect to have to sit down and buckle down because we didn't have a child. We were able to do everything we wanted, to go out of town, to spend time together, to go out, club with friends, Before me having a child, here she goes, little butterfly. Okay, Camille, thank you. Thank you. No. Tata. Thank you. No. So before, I had this nice body before, and I think that's another reason why women go through postpartum depression, because, their bodies, it changes your bodies physically when you're pregnant, and and it's hard to get back to where you were. For me, it was very hard. because I was, I went from, working in the gym 5 days a week, building muscle. I'm 115 pounds, 4'11". I was small, petite, with curves. To go from not having that at all to actually put on 45 extra pounds than what I was. Thank you, big girl. Yay, yay. Sorry about that, but I have to entertain her too. So yeah, that was, played one of the major reasons why I didn't, I was battling postpartum depression. And then also the stress, having and trying to balance a relationship, to be a girlfriend, to share your time with your partner, and to also share your time with your child who needs you, who's dependent on you, who's going to be dependent on you forever, and all of that, just, me thinking about all that. Thank you. Me thinking about all that, it put a weight on me. It just consumed me. I was battling depression for about 8 months. 8 months depression. And it's so hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because when you go talk to those doctors, especially men doctors and women doctors who don't have kids, like, they don't understand. They try to say that they understand, but they don't know how it feels. Because when I went to talk to my doctor, my OBGYN, about it, he told me, he was like, well, there's options out there to help you get help. The first option he presented to me was medicine, to put me on depression medicine. And I said no. And I think women shouldn't take depression medicine because, one, if you're taking that and you're breastfeeding, you're passing that medicine on to your child, which can be deadly, which can stunt their growth and, make them not healthy. That's one. Number two, that stuff will make you have suicidal thoughts. And do your research, honey. Do your research. That medicine will make you have suicidal thoughts. And, it would make you appear like zombie-like you're not in it. And, and you're just out of it, like you're high. And I did not like that because, I have family members who's taken depression medicine before, and, it makes them a whole totally different person. And I couldn't do it. So I was like, is there a counseling, someone I can talk to? I need to talk with someone about this. And lo and behold, I got me a therapist, because I needed it. I thought maybe I was superwoman, super mom. I can battle this by myself, taking care of a child by myself, and, keeping my relationship alive by myself. That collapsed. I'm sorry, it collapsed on me. And, you can't, I feel like us women, us being moms, we feel like we should always do it. We have to, be the ones to do everything, and we don't. We need to ask for help when we need help, because, we can't put too much stress on us. When we're raising a child and being a mom, we need our rest. And that's where I feel at, not asking for help when I needed the help. I felt like this is my responsibility, it's my child, I need to do this on my own. I didn't want anybody judging me as well, me having postpartum depression. Thank God I have the support like I do. My family supported me. Me and my boyfriend, we were living together, and my mom, my aunts, they come over, my sisters, they'll come over, help me out, with the baby. They'll give me, an hour, to recuperate, to take a shower, to brush my teeth, to, do my hair, put makeup on, even take a bath, do little things that, you left behind when you had a child that you couldn't get to. It helped me a lot to get over that depression quickly. And the downside about it is, you gotta have these people, you gotta wait, hand on these people, and you don't want to wait on people, that's just, what being a mom, you don't want to have to ever wait on anything to help you with your child, but overall, it helped me, the support system team that I had, the therapist, it helped me out a lot, you know, to talk to someone. Talking helps out a lot, you know, tell someone that, you know, what you're going through and what you feeling like, you know, it felt nice. And I'm glad that there were support groups out there to help you, you know, to get through it. Mommy groups, mommy circles, you know, moms who went through it, that helped me, you know. I appreciate that. And I pray that it never comes back, because depression is depression. And once you have depression, depression can strike you at any time. It can come back at any time, and that's my only fear about it coming out, because I love my child, and I don't want to ever, you know, have bad thoughts or, you know, something like that, and, you know, puts her in it, because I love my child. And that's the only thing that I hate. So yeah, I just wanted to get my story out there and let you guys know what I went through about my depression, my postpartum depression, that there is a light. You do overcome it, because 8 months ago, I was in the pit. I was, you know, I wasn't like I am appearing to you now. I didn't have makeup on. My hair wasn't done. Like, I looked drab because I was so depressed. So depressed. And I just want to let you guys know that you guys can get over it. You can get over it. I got over it. You can get over it. And you'll be happy. You'll be happy again. And, you know, it's the best feeling to be happy. And I'm glad that I got over it. And I'm glad that I'm able to get my story out to you guys. So if you have any questions or anything, you know, feel free to talk to me, because my channel is all about everything, mommy things, anything. So just let me know. Leave your questions below in the comment box, and I'll try to get to you as much as I can. Yeah, thumbs up if you guys like it. Subscribe. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm getting out more videos to you guys, and I really appreciate you guys listening to me, listening to my story, because, you know, a lot of women don't, you know that other women go through it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and everything. So I hope y'all have a good day, and y'all have a good weekend and everything. Excuse me with my ladybug's head in the way, and she's been all through the camera, but being a mom does not stop. So yeah, guys, until next time, bye.